So here we are at the O2 in London for SportsPro Live 2019, and this is SportsPro Daily, bringing you all the best from the conference from day one. One of our keynote interviews on day one was from F1's Sean Bratches, who spoke about a whole range of topics, including the W Series.
We know the folks at the W Series very well. We've had conversations with them. We've offered them the opportunity to race as support races at Formula One Grand Prix, and I think it's just, that's an expensive proposition, and I think that they're, kind of finding their way. We believe that motorsports in general, but Formula One specifically, is the only major sport where women and men can compete, in the same arena, right?
You see lots of women in sports now. My first steps in sport was in 2002, and actually produced the World Cup, and that was quite an experience. I was quite young at the time, and then people said, well, we have a woman running the show here and a public broadcaster. But lots has changed since then, and I always try to look at, mentors and make sure that you have a good network in place and grow it from there.
So we're here with Mike Long, who is the SportsPro magazine editor. It's been a fantastic day one. What's been your highlights?
So a personal highlight for me was one of the, I think, early afternoon panels. We had FC Barcelona, 23 Capital and SRM talking financing in sport, some of the challenges, and something that Pancho Schroeder said, the CFO of FC Barcelona. They've got players like Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez in their team. Huge media brands in their own right as athletes. Barcelona, obviously one of the most successful teams in European football, and just an interesting discussions going on within the club itself about who gets to commercialise certain rights and how they carve out particular IP rights, particular content to ensure that the club is seen as its brand in its own right, looking out for its own interests, and ultimately making money from that, whilst also granting enough rights to the players that they're interested in.
For us, it's important to explore new boundaries, content which is club-related, the values of our club, the brand, our academies, our international presence. All these things, at the end of the day, bring value to our brand, to our crest.
Another highlight from day one was Carlo De Marchis from Delta Trade talking about interactivity in OTT.
We just, 3 days ago, used Watch Together with Mark and the React guys for the NFL draft. And obviously it was a small sample, but the engagement was very high. People stayed 3 hours.